Yeah, we live, ladies and gentlemen. You're now rocking with the most poppin' Knicks YouTube channel on the net. I am the objective fan, straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes, y'all. So look, man, level-headed Knicks talk back at you again. I was gonna skip this week, but I said, you know what? I gotta do a show this week. There's no way I could let the seasons get ready to start. I cannot not do a show. I have some things that I want to talk about. Real quick, real early. Let's say we got the members in the building and the mods. Salute to J-Tap in the building, right? Salute to Knicks will be champs 25-26. Some of my favorite YouTube people in the building. Make some noise for everybody that's in the building early. Definitely the live chat will be lit. Make sure if you have something that you want to say, you hit the live chat. I know right now my Liberties is on. I forgot the game one of the finals was tonight, but no worries. I do got the game on. Something crazy happens. Maybe we'll talk about it. They are up. I think they're up like 9 right now. It's a timeout. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll also keep an eye on the Yankees. Salute to the Yankees. So, sorry guys. Got some feedback into the mic. We good. We also keep an eye out on the Yankees. Like I said, they're up 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th, and it looks like they're going on a little run. So salute to the Yankees and salute to the Mets as well. They already advanced. So New York is looking good right now, y'all. We trying to get a championship out here. Listen. I said this before on a previous episode. I would love to get a clean sweep. You know, baseball, women's basketball, men's basketball, Rangers. I would love. Hell, if the Jets or the Giants catch on, let's do it, yo. Why not? New York City makes some noise. The time for us is now. This is not no tomorrows. Of course, this is a Knicks show. We definitely gonna get into some Knicks stuff. I got a couple of topics I want to talk about tonight. I was gonna save some of this for the podcast on Mondays. By the way, tune into the podcast. I believe I will be doing it this Monday. Yeah, definitely this Monday at 6 p.m. Be on the lookout for This Week Inside the New York Knicks, of course. But some of the topics we'll get into tonight. Of course, the flagship topic is Jalen Brunson. Listen, y'all, I'm beginning to think that Jalen Brunson can win MVP. I'm really starting to lean that way. Listen, y'all. Listen. I know people you have your reservations because I know you're going to say Luka, SGA, but we'll get to that, right? We'll definitely get to that. I'm definitely considering strong possibility for Jalen Brunson to get MVP. Josh Hart says something. I'm going to get into that in a second. He says something to Brandon Jennings. And remember, we did a show on Gil's Arena. Brandon Jennings is a host on Gil's Arena. I'm going to start there, too, just real brief with that. And I'm going to give a big salute to the Sporting Page as well, because the Sporting Page definitely was someone that also made similar commentary. Of course, we got bad news today, y'all. Mitchell Robinson out till January. But, of course, if you've been following this channel, you know that I've been telling you guys it's a strong possibility that Mitchell Robinson definitely will miss time until January. So, and then also I want to talk about last night's game as well. Why not? There's some things from last night's game. Salute to everybody in the Discord, and we was chatting last night about it. Last night's game. Oh man, that defense looks incredible. The Knicks defense, man. Man, we'll get into that and a couple of more. Now, also by the way, y'all, salute to me and to all the other Knicks fans. I know there was a Knicks game last night, but there was also fan appreciation on the night before last night, which was Tuesday's night. I was there. I posted some footage on my TikTok and my IG. Didn't post it on YouTube. I do have some more footage I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna put it up for my YouTube members, y'all. So if you want to see the fan appreciation night, some footage, more footage of that. Like I said, I try to take care of my members, so I will do some more footage up there. If I don't do it tonight, it'll be up there tomorrow. And you can ask J-Tab. Definitely, he knows. Oh, by the way, when we did the salute to the Knicks hat giveaway, right? The Liz Knicks hat giveaway. We had 2 winners. J-Tab, who's in the building, he was one of the winners. He received this hat. And also my man Sam, he definitely also received this hat. So salute to them for getting their hats. Let me see. Precious did things that didn't show up in the box. Okay, Knicks will be champs. We're gonna get into the game in a second. All right, but I want to give a shout out to those. They actually did get their hats, right? No capping over here, no fronting over here. So we sent off the hats. But that Knicks fan appreciation night, man, it got me so hyped. Honestly, y'all, because y'all know I always say I don't like to go to the Garden. I'd rather watch the games at home. But I ain't gonna lie, being in the Garden, it was a nice little crowd. If you're not following me on TikTok, go on my TikTok, The Objective Knicks Fan, and see the clips I put up there, or become a member, because I'm going to put all the footage in the membership. But, man, I was going in. I had the other fans that was there because, listen, when you already know, if you watch me with the live commentaries, by the way, we will do the live commentary for the Celtics game on the 22nd. But if you know how I get down on the live commentary, man, I was even more turned up in person. I had everybody next to me laughing. They was going crazy. I was announcing. I was doing my own commentary. Like I was on MSG. I was going crazy. So the energy of the fans in the building, definitely, it was exciting, man. They did their thing. We got to see that all the team, everybody pretty much gave a preview. They gave the starting five gave a speech. Not everyone gave a speech, but it was a brilliant night. To those of you that was in the building, man, salute the coach in the building. Everybody following in. You now in at the right time. Oh my God, guys. Just a quick score check. Liberty up 81-66. They're about to win game one with 5 minutes left. If they can hold on. Oh, man, Kansas City scored a run for the Yankees. It's 3-1, bottom of the sixth. Just this little quick score check because I got the games. I got the scores up. So as we do this show. But definitely, I'm gonna jump into research mode. Let me get this because I'm gonna start with Josh Hart. Now, Josh Hart, I don't know if he's been watching our shows. Maybe, I don't know. But or not. Because everybody watched Gil's Arena. So you already know that when people go at the Knicks, I'm going to go at them. I'm not tolerating no disrespect. Pal, we in research mode, right? So look, Josh Hart, he slams Brendan Jennings. Knicks criticism. You can't talk about winning, right? Because remember, now, I'm not sure if you guys watch a lot of Gil's Arena, but Josh Hart, Brendan Jennings said that the Nova boys, right, ain't nobody scared of them. I got the quote right here as well. Ain't nobody scared of that ish. This isn't college. This is what he said about the Nova boys. And Jennings, he was really just antagonistic against the Knicks. Just a lot of venom, the Knicks ain't nothing. That kind of energy while he's saying these things, right? And I watched a lot of Gil's Arena. So I was like, this boy Jennings is wilding right now, right? So then Josh Hart responds right here. If you never won anything in your life, you can't talk about winning. Hart told Sam Scubb of GQ Sports. For guys who've only been losers, to talk about winning is foolish to me. Make some noise for Josh Hart standing up for Knick Nation, man. Right? And you know what? And you can read more of this article if you want to. I'm gonna jump out of research mode right quick. But I gotta give a big salute to Josh Hart because the sport and also I gotta give a salute to Sporting Page as well because the Sporting Page was the first one on this show. When I did the Gilbert Arenas show, he said, listen, Gilbert Arenas and his crew, they never won anything. So they don't have a winner's mentality. And this is why Josh Hart is responding like that. Salute to the Sporting Page. When he said that, I thought that was so much of a bar. That these guys, they never won nothing in their entire careers. So to hear them talk about winning is just not even, when they want to make the criticisms that they make, because another theme too was how they always get on people like analysts who never played the game. So, well, if you're going to use that perspective, then we could use the fact that you never won a championship. And then you got the audacity to say that Jalen Brunson, nobody's scared of Jalen Brunson, and they've never won anything when they've won two. Well, I know Brunson won 2 NCAA championships. Josh Hart has one. So at least they won on the collegiate level. And guess what, guys? We're going to win on the professional level as well. Salute to the boys, man. Salute to the boys. I just want to give Josh Hart a big-time salute for that. Oh, by the way, salute to Sam in the building. Like I said, the Knicks Tape Madness Discord is in the building. Definitely salute to Sam. Sam, you got your hat, right? Let them know you got your hat, man. Sam posted in the Discord. He got his hat, and he was rocking his hat, man. Salute to Sam. But that was Josh Hart, right? I just love it. I just love it. And I love how, Sporting Page was on the money. And Josh Hart, he came back with the same response. So let's jump into last night's game too. I'm gonna jump back into research mode. Oh, look at Sam. He got it. It is fire. Salute to you, Sam. Um, so look, this is last night's game, y'all. I'm not gonna spend too much time here, but being that it was a game, we gotta talk about it, even though it's preseason. Let me get my notes. I want to say this off rip. Matter of fact, you know what I could do, right? Since we're in research mode, I could go to because I actually wrote a game review. So like anytime the Knicks play, and you guys are gonna notice this if you're new to the channel, anytime the Knicks play during the season, especially, I do a game preview and I do a game review. And so what I typically do is I take notes every game, but then I try to like 4 things I noted, that may not be as noticeable or may be noticeable. Salute to you guys. You guys know basketball. But I like to highlight certain things that I'm seeing. And because it's preseason, I don't care about points. I don't care about, certain accolades that you give people. Oh, he had 25, but was he rebounding, right? Was he playing defense, right? So these are some of the things that I noted in the game, right? And salute to you guys. You could actually read this on the YouTube community. But some of the things I noted about this game was, yes, the steals, and more steals. I want to say this. The defense, right? The defense in this game. Oh, hold on. I went to the wrong article. The defense in this game was impeccable from the Knicks side of the ball. I mean, I know it's the Wizards. I know it's preseason. So we can't jump out the window, y'all. We can't jump out the window. But I'm going to say this. Boy, man, these guys they only played 2 games together. And on the defensive end, it looked like they've been playing for years. Everything Coach Tibbs said in media day, he said that, look, we switching everything. He loves how disruptive OG and Mikal is, even Hart, right? But he loves how they can be so disruptive. He loves Mikal's defense on the ball. We've seen that with Poole. Though, like we said, Jordan Poole is the Wizards, and Jordan Poole hasn't been the most impressive. But at the same time, it's something that we have in front of us that we can analyze and see and use, right? And let me tell you something. Boy, was he covering that boy, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole had no daylight whatsoever, right? And my thing is, I think that everything that we put when we did the 10 things that we expect, and of course, this was before the trade, but a lot of those things to me still stand. Some of the things may change, but I think even like some of the things, like we talked about 60 wins, I think this team could still win 60 wins, despite some of the news that we got earlier about Mitchell Robinson. And I'll get to that in a second, just to touch on it, not to spend too much time. If anything else comes up, we'll talk about it on the podcast on Monday. But even with Mitchell Robinson going to miss time, right? Deuce, he was under the weather. Now, Jericho Sims is interesting. He has an ankle sprain, right? What does that mean? I don't know. But another thing that we had in these 10 expectations, not just the win total, we also said that the Knicks can be a number 1 or number 2 defense in the league, right? So, and you see it last night, man. I mean, beautiful stuff on the defensive end. Then they would switch and they still maintain their on-the-ball efficiency. And it was so disruptive that I think the Wizards had like 30 turnovers. How many turnovers did they have? Let me see if I can get the turnover. Yeah, they had 30 turnovers, right? And so the Wizards couldn't even establish their offense. I mean, it was just discombobulation. Now, so yeah, we could look at the steals, and that's impressive. It's not really a point stat. Steal is an effort stat. So I do commend like steals and rebounds, even assists. Like that matters in preseason, I think, right? Even though it's preseason, I still think it matters. But let me tell you something. That pick and roll, y'all. That pick and roll is fire. Honestly, y'all, I know it's preseason, but I said this before this game too. I did a poll. I asked, is the pick and roll tandem between Towns and Brunson, how would you rate that tandem, right, in the league? And I said I gave respect to Jokic and Murray because I think that they have a really good pick and roll. And I'm curious to see what Zach Edey and John Morant will do too. I saw a little bit of preseason, not a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't watch too many preseason games, but going forward, I will be watching more preseason games. So, oh wow, guys, just to give a quick update, the Lynx went on a run. It's 80-83 with 42 seconds. I don't know what's up with the girls. I'm talking to you guys, but I just wanted to give an update with the girls. It's looking a little shaky, y'all. Not sure what's going on with the girls. Hold on, let me see if I can get the Yankees right quick. And the Yankees looks like it's 3-1 mid-7th. So they at the seventh inning stretch. But back to where I was at. Pick and roll, right? So I told you guys already that, what makes Brunson and Towns pick and roll in theory, because we hadn't seen it yet, but just the way they play the game. Jalen Brunson, to me, out of all the point guards besides Luka and SGA, I think Brunson is the most dynamic out of them all in terms of off the roll. Now, Kyrie is amazing too, but Kyrie is, he's playing two guard, second fiddle to Luka right now. But Kyrie is very dynamic too. I mean, Dame Lillard doesn't really have a pick and roll guy with him. Giannis and Dame don't run pick and roll like that. So you can't even put them in the top. But if they did run a pick and roll, they would be also somebody that's really talented. But even still, I give the edge to Brunson and Towns because Brunson by himself off of the pick is dangerous. You add somebody like Towns who can dive. You saw the athleticism. You've seen his ability to roll to the basket, right? But he can pop out. Now, the three-point shot wasn't good, right? That's one of the drawbacks of this game. Three-point shooting was not good at all. But it's preseason. They can work through that, right? So, but Towns' ability to not only pop. See, here's the key. This is what people need to understand about Towns. Towns, not only can he pop, he can shoot off the dribble. He can dribble off the pop and create something else. That's what makes the pick and roll with Brunson and Towns so dangerous, is that they can do so much off of it. It's like the modern day Stockton and Malone, but way more updated, right? Now Stockton, he wasn't a three-point shooter. They only screened inside the 20 feet, inside 18 feet. That's when they were doing their pick and rolls back in the day. Towns and Brunson, they can screen from there, but they can screen from out in three. There's so many different things they can do off that pick and roll, pick and pop. When you really look at the landscape, most of the elite guys, right? Like when we talk about Joel Embiid, right? Same thing. He can roll, right? Of course, he doesn't have the athleticism to be as elusive or as like quick off his feet as Towns, right? But he also can pop too. But Embiid is not off the dribble with the pop like that either. He's not off the dribble with the pop like that. They're also not as efficient at shooting the three ball as Towns. We talked about that, I think, last week. We said Towns is the best stretch five in the league. So if you put the best stretch five in the league with Jalen Brunson, top 3-point guard in the league, especially dynamic offensively, right, with his ability to create off the screen, man, that pick and roll, pick and pop, off the screen scenario between those two guys, man, when they get it together, remember, this is just game 2 of preseason, y'all. This is just game 2 of preseason. So imagine when they get it together. So yeah, that pick and roll is out of this world. And we saw it in the third quarter. Another little quick thing about Towns, right? Towns, his three ball wasn't falling, right? A lot of people was like, oh man, Towns, he's shooting a whole bunch of bricks, right? By the way, still a 3-point game, y'all. Liberty in Minnesota, 18 seconds. Just to give a quick update. I do have it in my peripherals. But Towns, his 3-point shot was off. So one of the things that he decided to do was he said, okay, I'm going to start taking it to the basket. And I thought that was a brilliant thing for him to do, and it helped get him back in the game. And he's such a great free throw shooter. Listen, all Towns has to do, if the shot is not falling, attack and draw fouls. Get some free throws down, and then eventually the shots will fall. Another thing Towns can do, especially at the 5, especially if he's at the 5 with a small lineup, one of the things that he can do is, oh, they missed the 3, y'all. Oh, man, they got the rebound. Oh, they tied the game, y'all. It's tied up. They tied the game. It's crazy. 83-83. Just to give you the rundown. 5 seconds left, though. Did she get an and one? She got an and one, y'all. The girl from the Lynx just hit an and 1-3 to break their hearts. Oh, man. Sabrina Ledescu fouled her. We'll see, y'all. 5 seconds left. Anyway, I'll let you guys know what happened, but I'm multitasking tonight. A lot of sports, right? But to bring it back to Towns, right? Like I was saying, like if when he's the biggest guy on the floor and he doesn't have another big guy on the floor like OG Anunoby and Hart and them, what he can do is crash the offensive glass, and that's what he did in the third quarter. He had 4 offensive rebounds, right? And a couple of those offensive rebounds, he had putbacks, right? Or he drew fouls. So that's what Towns has to do if his shot is not falling. Man, Towns, yo, the way this offense looks is looking similar to the Celtics, y'all. Man, I could see a world where Towns is averaging 26. Brunson's averaging like 30, 32. I can see it. Just the way the offense it flows, right? I think that the pace is going to be picked up too. And with the three-point efficiency, I'm going to get to my next point. Matter of fact, since I'm here, one of the things that's concerning to me, right, is lack of offensive rebounding. Hold on, but let me, Knicks will be champs says, by January, this team will be a force. Facts. Salute to you, Knicks will be champs. I'm going to say this, Knicks will be champs. I think by November, this team will be a force because the way they play the game, right, it's like the perfect complementary pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's like the perfect complementary pieces. So I don't think it's going to take them that long to figure it out, especially because Towns already knows Tibbs' playbook, right? OG Anunoby was there last year, though he didn't go through training camp. And Mikal Bridges is a Nova boy. And I feel like sorry, y'all. The Liberty. I don't know if they drew a foul. I don't know what just happened because I got it on mute. Oh, they had a foul to give. So it looks like they had a foul to give. 5 seconds, Liberty down 1. This is yo, guys, if the Liberty lose this game, this is a bad loss. If the Liberties lose this game, did they call foul? They call out of bounds. Not sure what they're calling. It's an argument right now. 3.9 seconds. Yo, this is crazy. It's like the Liberty were up like by 17. It makes me feel like, are we cursed? What's going on, New York? Can we get a W? I don't know. The refs are talking right now, but we'll let them figure that out. I'm not sure what they doing. I'll keep you guys posted, man. But yeah, I think by December, I think there'll be a force. I don't think it's gonna take that long, y'all. I really don't. But one of the things I want to get into is the lack of offensive rebounding as these girls inbound the ball. I'm trying to see what's going on with the game too before I go on my next point. Yeah, they hit it out of bounds unless they call a foul. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. They called a jump ball. So the Liberty are down. I don't know what's going on, y'all. It was a jump ball. This is crazy. Yo, New York, what's going on? I thought the game was in the bag. So hold on. Okay, Liberty got the ball. I guess there was a violation on the jump ball. 3.9 seconds, y'all. Sabrina needs to get the ball and hit a crazy shot. I can't believe these girls are down by 1. They was leading the entire game. Stewie, they call a foul. Did they call a foul? Stewie made a move into the lane. She spent, I don't know if they called a foul or they called it out of bounds. Oh, it's out of bounds. Oh, man, they got 1 second left on the clock, y'all. It's not looking good for the Liberty. Now look at the Liberty lost. It's over, y'all. Wait, they call a foul. Oh, they called a foul. Yo, guys. Yo, the Liberty, I think they called a foul. I think they called a foul at the buzzer. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. They called the foul at the buzzer, y'all. Yeah, she was fouled. Wow. I'm sorry. The Liberty is interrupting the show. This is crazy, but the Liberty can win the game. The Liberty can win the game. Okay, let me keep pushing. Anyway, so look. So, yeah, the lack of the offensive rebound from the starting five. I don't like Josh Hart starting with the starting lineup, right? I consider it to be the lineup of death, right? And when I say that, I'm really talking about for the Celtics because Tatum and Brown have to be matched up with OG and Mikal, two defensive All-NBA teamer candidates, right? So I love that matchup. And I love Josh Hart at the 2 to match up with White. And I love Towns versus anybody on Boston, right? So, but I didn't want to start the lineup because I felt like there's a lack of initiative on the offensive glass, right? And part of the reason why is because you're playing 5 out. So when you're playing 5 out, no one's rebounding unless Towns decides, okay, let me go inside and get rebounds. That's the only time they was getting offensive rebounds. But I'm not going to, completely, count that out because it's preseason and there may be a lineup change. You never know. I think I want to see Tibbs go with Precious for at least one stretch. I would love to see Precious out there with the big 4. I would love to see it. Just to see how it looks. Just to see if the offensive rebounding will be there, right? Of course, Tibbs is going to do what he got to do, right? But it is what it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to let you guys know about the game. I want to go to my notes as well. I got some notes on the game. Oh, by the way, speaking of the game, let me go back to the box score. Did you guys see this kid right here? George? This kid, George, was killing us. And we drafted him. Keyshawn George. This kid right here. I think some of y'all on the shows was talking about him. Oh, this kid is nice. He plays defense. Yo, he has some blocks. He has some steals, right? I mean, he was playing well. He could shoot off the dribble. He wasn't scared. Crazy. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. We got action. I'm going to get back to this game review. Hold on. We got action, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to jump out of research mode right quick. I feel like I'm doing a live play-by-play right now. Let's see. The Liberty are at the line. Breanna Stewart, last year's MVP, she could ice the game if she hits these 2 free throws. Come on, Stu. You got to make this. Stu makes the first free throw. Tie game, y'all. Tie game. Stewie, the MVP. Championship for New York City on the line. Let's go. Yo, so she has the opportunity to make. She missed the second free throw. So it looked like they got to go to OT. Damn. Oh, my God. End of regulation, y'all. I'll keep y'all posted. We got an overtime game. The Liberty were up 17. What's going on, New York City? We can't make free throws to win the game? Are we cursed? Like, why can't they win? They was up 17. Hey, it's 0.5 seconds left, too. But I doubt they could get the shot off with 0.5 seconds. I think this is the same rules like the NBA. I don't think that's enough time. Wait, hold on. That might be enough time. I think 0.3. Let's see what happens with Minnesota. They're not getting the shot off. Yeah. Overtime, y'all. Oh, yeah, Knicks will be champs. It's never over. But, yo, Knicks will be champ, man. What's going on, man? Can we get a championship? Like, I just want to win a championship. All right, let me get back to Keyshawn George right quick, though. We got to keep the show moving, man. We watching. We got the scores on while we talking this Knick talk. Let me see. Yankees is up 3-1. Oh, Yankees looking good, though. Yankees is up 3-1. Top of the 8th. Let's go. 1 out. Maybe they could get another run. We see what happens. So Yankees looking good right now. The Liberty, I don't know. They fumbling the bag right now. But I'll keep you posted. But I want to talk more about this kid, Keyshawn George. This kid right here, I felt like he had a vendetta out against us because he knew we drafted him. We drafted him and traded him, and he was like, "Oh, I got New York on the calendar. Let me show out." I was pretty impressed with him. I also was pretty impressed with SARS too. I think SAR it could be a problem. I feel like SAR is like a baby Karl Anthony Towns. He's 7 foot, plays the four, has good athleticism too. He's pretty mobile for a 7 footer. I'm not gonna say he can shoot off the dribble and do nothing crazy like that, but he plays big as well. Anytime he had a smaller guy on him, and he was in the paint, he looked to post up. So I like SAR and I like George. I think those two guys are pretty nice. Even Kispert had a good game. He was lighting us up when he came in the game. But I do want to say this, and this is my final notable, and then I'm gonna move on after this as well. The rookies, right? They look really good. The rookies look really good. Like I know it's like once again, this is preseason, right? Notice how I didn't talk about points not one time, right? I can give a breakdown without looking at points because points don't matter. I could have easily said, "Yo, Towns had 25 and 12." I don't care about Towns 25 and 12. You know what I cared about? I cared about him saying, "Okay, let me go get an offensive rebound and try to get some easy buckets in the paint if I'm missing 6 threes in a row." That's what I care about. That's why his 25 to me, it didn't tell the whole story when you look at the 7 to 10 shooting, right? You have to look at the 10 for 11 from the free throw line. The brother can hit free throws. So gone is the Mitchell Robinson free throw liability. At least, when it's time to close games, you can go with Towns at the 5. He gives you that option. But I was very impressed with the rookies. I love Kolek running the show. I feel like he's very comfortable doing it, right? He did shoot 60% from the floor. I think that was pretty solid. Kolek showing that he's more of like a TJ McConnell versus somebody who just passes the ball, right? Because coming into the draft, they said that this kid was Kolek. He was the best passer in the draft. So I'm thinking, okay, we got a passer. He can shoot the ball. He can score the ball. Not just shoot threes either. He can literally score the ball. I mean, he's taking you off the dribble. He's taking you to the basket. I think Kolek and Ariel deserve some consideration to be like injury happens in the rotation. Now, some people might think Kolek can play from the start. I don't know because I ain't going to lie to you. Campaign has been very solid. Campaign is showing why having him on the team is a great insurance policy. You never know. Things happen, right? Brunson might need to take a night off. Campaign is somebody you could just put out there. You could plug and play him. He's a veteran. He's been here. But I don't know what they're going to do between Payne and Kolek. I don't know. I know that Deuce is going to be deucing somebody. I don't know who that other person is. But Kolek is showing like, hey, man, if you really want Deuce to be off the ball, I can run the show too if you need me to. Campaign is doing the same thing. Campaign is like, yo, I can play off the ball and on the ball, and he's a really good three-point shooter. Only problem with both of them, but more so Payne, he's kind of short. Payne is like, what, 6'1"? I think Payne is 6. Hold on. Let me just fact check myself. I think Payne is 6'1". That's the only. Oh, no. Payne is 6'3". My bad. Hold up. So we ain't got no. Hold on. Wait, my bad. Payne is 6'3". My fault. I took away an inch from him. I took away 2 inches from him. Hold on. And how tall is Kolek again? Kolek is 6'1". I had it mixed up. Okay, my bad. Kolek was 6'1". That's my only issue with Kolek is the height factor. Payne kind of has the edge with that and the fact that he can play off the ball. So I don't know who's going to be in the rotation, but I will say this. Ariel is somebody who is solid, if you ask me. Ariel, he's like a big man. Like when he came into the game, you just felt his presence on the inside. Right now, Sims, I think they said Sims had an injury, so I'm not going to knock Sims. Sims only played 2 minutes. Didn't know why he didn't finish the game, but I think they said something with his ankle. That might be a blessing in disguise. Sims goes down with an ankle. In comes Ariel. Ariel just makes a lot of sense. Let me show you another reason why Ariel makes sense. I'm going to go to our favorite website, Knicks Sport Track. And by the way, if you just joined the show, I did not get to flagship yet. I will get there in a second. And I'm going to look into the comments and see what you guys talk about in a second. But I do want to show you guys why I like Ariel. All right? So look, Ariel is a two-way. Hold on. Oh, my fault. I forgot you guys can't see Sports Track like this. I got to make it smaller. Okay, cool. So look, you see Ariel now, right? Ariel's right here. He's a two-way contract. Knicks, we only have, let me show you how much money we have. We only have this amount of money right here, $3.5 million to spend, right? Okay, cool. So if I'm the Knicks, I would elevate Ariel and give him a minimum Pacome Dadier-like contract. You see that 1.8? I would give him the 1.8 and maybe Chime the other. I like Chime too. But Ariel just makes financial sense. And you need a big man, right? So to me, Ariel, his rebounding, right? His presence as a 5 is something that you can't overlook. He can score. One of the things I like, one of the things I knock on Jericho Sims is that he's somebody who is not aggressive when he gets the ball. So the last game he had 10 rebounds. Okay, don't really care about stats, but we give Sims 10 rebounds because he never gets 10 rebounds. So Sims has 10 rebounds, but he's not looking to go back up. He did have 2 plays where he tried. I ain't gonna lie, it looked like rough basketball. Ariel, to me, is more, polished at catching the ball inside and making a play, whether it's over the shoulder, whether it's right up, right? I just like Ariel. To me, Ariel is just better for the job. Now, let me see what you guys talking about in the chat. Knicks. Sam. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the game. Oh, yeah. We got the game on at the same time. It's crazy, man. Reset timeout rule is crazy. Yes, Sam, it is. Hopefully they don't come to the NBA. I don't think that's an NBA rule. I think that's just one of their rules. Maxine, so much going on. Yeah, Maxine, so much going on. It's a sports night. You know what I'm saying? It's a game night. So, I still wanted to go live either way. And I figured, like, if the game is on while we're live, we'll talk about it. Let me see. Knicks will be chance. Knicks were this number 2 seed. They're similar right now how the Celtics were 3 years ago. Yep, they both do money to win championship. I agree with that. Knicks will be champs. Yeah, they put their money where their mouth is. And since you're speaking about money, right quick, let me go back to our favorite website real quick, Sports Track. I want to see something because I didn't really get a chance to look at their salary for next year. So this is next year's salary cap, right? We got Chua. Okay, we don't really got too. So next year we don't got too many major guys we have to re-sign. But we only have 9 players on the roster, so you have 9 spots, right? And then you have to build your team with, if they want to stay. Wow, so that'll be 6 spots with only $9 million second apron space for next year. That's kind of interesting, y'all. So hey, I guess you're right. Yeah, they kind of spent their money. I'll be curious to see what they do next year. Knicks will be champs. Let me see. But I did think we get something for Precious right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. His game has to grow. Yeah, and I think he should start Knicks 100. By the way, the Liberty are down 4. I haven't even looked at the game because I was scared. Wait, John Quell for 3. John Quell hit a 3. Oh my God, these girls. It's a 1-point game, y'all. Liberty down 1 with 1:38 to go. Oh my God, this is crazy. Let me see. Knicks 100. Front office needs to make a move right now to become a contender. Example, done the trading PG-13. Okay. Wait, when you say, because you're talking. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're talking the Knicks 100. Okay. I think that the move. Oh man, these girls hit a 3, y'all. 4-point game right now. Minnesota is up 4, and they were down 17. Can you guys believe this? Like, I'm stunned right now. I'm making my plans to go to the parade, and Minnesota is raining on our parade right now. Game's not over though. Liberty, they cut it to 2, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So let me see. Anything else about this game I want to talk about? That's all. It's a preseason game, y'all. You know, don't get too hype off preseason game. This is why we talk about level-headed Knicks talk. Let's not get too high on preseason games. These girls score another bucket while Minnesota is killing the Liberty down the stretch. The Liberty is down 4 again. They're about to lose again. I mean, this is insane. And the crazy part about this Liberty game, right? Minnesota these girls are mad small. They was talking about this Nafisha Collier girl. She's only 6'1". Oh, man, they falling apart at the seams, y'all. 37 seconds, they down 4. Oh, they got a steal. Wait a minute. Sabrina with the steal. Uh-oh. The game is not over, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me see what you guys talk about. All right, so look, I'm going to also real quickly, as I talk about this game, we got to talk about the elephant in the room today. The sad news for today was, let me see. Oh, somebody gifted a membership? Oh, man, first of all, oh, my God, salute to the transactions in the chat. Hold on, salute to the transactions. We got another member. So salute to Knicks will be champs. He gifted a membership to Joe Curry. I didn't even know you could do that. That's fire, man. Salute to the new membership, y'all. Welcome aboard, Joe Curry, to the membership. It's going to be a nice, I'm telling you guys, you want to join the channel, I got some cool things planned. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you some of the perks you get since we here. I'm going to show you some of the perks we get since I'm in research mode, y'all. So look, these are the perks you get with my channel, man. This is what Joe Curry's going to get, right? I'm not sure which package he got because it doesn't say on my end. But we got 2 packages, right? We got the $4.99 a month, right? This is the starter Knicks fan, right? You're going to get members-only live chats. Of course, you're going to get the cool badge letting everybody know that you are a member, right? You're going to get priority reply to comments. So whatever comments you drop, because I do get a lot of comments now, I definitely will, give your comment priority. There's some member-only status updates I do put up there for sure. Definitely the members get shout-outs. And also discounted on merchandise. By the way, the merch is coming. Good things take time. I do got some new merch coming. So this is what you get for the starter package, only $4.99 a month, right? Now, then you got some fans who are more hardcore, right? We call it the hardcore Knicks fans, right? They get more member-only videos. A parlay builder. So look, guys, we definitely gonna start. Oh, wait a minute, the Liberty tied the game, y'all. What the world's going? Will this game end? Oh my God. This game is crazy. Oh, we got a block and out of bounds on her? Or is it a foul? Guys, I don't know what just happened. It's 20 seconds in overtime. The girls are not giving up. They on defense right now. Tied game. 17 seconds left, y'all. My God, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. But, I love New York City basketball. Oh, this Collier girl, Nafisha Collier just hit a fadeaway 3 over Jonquel Jones. Let me tell you how crazy this is. This girl, Nafisha Collier, is 6'1". The Liberty got like 3 girls that are 6'4" and over. Like, if Nafisha Collier was on the Liberty, she'd be a 2-guard. It's insane, the stuff that she's... I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand it, but it's a timeout. Liberty down 2, 8 seconds left. Game not over. They got the female Steph Curry on their team, right? But let me get real quickly. The parlay builders, right? So parlay builders is we going to make some money together, y'all, right? I'm putting together a team. We're going to be making picks, right? And we're going to be doing special parlay builder shows as well. This is for the hardcore Knicks fans. Also, we'll connect on all social media platforms, right? Definitely more members only live stream and exclusive content. So that's what you get for the hardcore Knicks fan. Oh, by the way, another thing too, Joe Curry. I'm going to post this in the membership. You'll notice it. Members also get access to the Knicks Take Madness Discord server. So you will also get that as well, where we have the 24/7 Knicks chat We in there talking last night. We talking back and forth while the game is on. So salute to everybody that wants to become a membership. Salute to Joe Curry for getting the package. All right. So let me matter of fact, let's stay in research mode as I wait for what's going on with this game. There's still a timeout. I'll let you guys know what's happening. But we got news today, right? Mitchell Robinson, he eyes a January return. Now, we kind of predicted that Mitch was coming back in January on the channel. Everybody was saying November, December. I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be January. December, January. And the Knicks also made it clear that they will be, delaying him coming back. When they said we're going to take our time with Mitch, I knew something was up. By the way, they inbounded the ball. Let's see what the Liberties are doing. 4 seconds. Breanna Stewart draws another foul. They're trying to go to overtime again. Come on, man. Yo, this is crazy, y'all. This game does not want to end. 2.6 seconds. Is it a foul on the ground, though? It might be a foul on the ground, so the Liberty get one more crack at it. That looked like it was a shooting foul, though. 2.6 seconds. Liberty inbounding the ball. They're down 2. They needed 3 to win. I think they got Ionescu. Who's that? Is that Vandersloot? Vandersloot? No, yeah, that's the Ionescu inbounding the ball. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart turns. Stewart with the drive. And they lose. The Liberty lose, y'all. Can y'all hold up. What's going on in the Ethernets, y'all? What is going on in the Ethernets? The Liberty lose. They were up 17. How do the Liberty lose at home, up 17, game 1 in the finals? Breanna Stewart misses a layup, a point-blank range layup. It reminds me of Patrick Ewing missing the layup. Oh, yeah. Let me see if the Yankees won. Maybe if the Yankees win, I might feel a little better. This is crazy, y'all. I'm going to get back into Mitchell Robinson in a second. Let me see what's up with these Yankees. Yankees holding it down right now. Top of the 9th, 1 out. They up 3-1. Hopefully the Yankees could bring it home. Me cut this off, y'all. Oh, man, you talk about emotional roller coaster. What the world's going on? Man, let me go back in research mode, man. These girls messed my whole night up. I'm telling everybody about these girls. All right, let me get back into it. So, yeah, like we said, they taking their time. They taking their time with Mitch. And once again, this is why they made the trade. This is why they made the trade for Towns. Initially, they were going to trade Mitchell Robinson and Randall for Towns. But Minnesota really wanted Dante. Dante's what got the deal done. So they didn't want to trade the Nova Boy. But to make the Nova Boy, and this is what I always said, if you want to make a trade for, a player that makes has a big salary, right? Because our stars are underpaid, right? They don't make that much. So you're going to have to add salary to make the trade work. But losing Isaiah Hartenstein and now Mitch, they're taking their time with Mitch. Honestly, I'm going to tell you something, y'all. I feel like Mitch, his days is numbered. I don't think Mitch is going to be a Knick for much longer. Like, he would have to come back and he would have to really ball out. I don't think they're going to, I think Mitch is done, Once they find somebody to take his contract, and I think that they'll be able to do that, especially next year, because he had 1 year on his deal. I don't foresee Mitch being with the team. They tried to move him already. So, of course, that's the report. I just feel like it's just not working. Like, it's just, every year we need Mitch, right? And he's just not durable. He's not there. Even the year where he played 60-something games, right? Even the year where he played 60-something games, he wasn't. He started the year out. He was out. He missed the first 14 games. So, it's like you're going to continue doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's what Mitchell Robinson is like to me. Hold on, let me get. Yeah, we back. We reloaded. Yeah, I mean, it's like I think his days is over. What do you guys think about Mitch? Oh, salute to you, Maxine. You about to get a membership. Salute to you. Salute to everybody that's getting a membership, man. Knicks 100, that's a tough team. Liberty playing. They'll rough you up. Can't play finesse. Yo, but hold on, Knicks 100. They got a girl that's 6'1". She's 6'1" and horsing girls in the paint. John Carroll Jones is like 6'7". 6'7" versus 6'1". How, Sway? I don't know, man. Man, the Liberties messed up my whole, because they were the one team I was like, all right, Yankees might mess it up. Now the Mets is there. I don't know what the Mets going to do. We know football, forget about football. I don't know nothing about soccer. I know the soccer team was putting in work. I don't know nothing about soccer. Rangers, I don't really watch much hockey, but they've been dropping the ball too, right? They had some good teams, but they've been dropping the ball. So, in the Knicks, you already know, Knicks, we trying to get there. I hope we could get it done. It's looking good, but there's no guarantees with the Knicks either in terms of winning a championship. So I'm like, yo, the one thing I could count on is these girls who have consistently been the number one team in the league. But as Knicks 100 said, they're a tough team, and they also beat the Liberty. They won the season series against the Liberty too. I did peep that. And I'm just trying to understand, why is a girl 6'1"? I'm thinking she's like 6'5". Man, this girl's 6'1" and she horsing girls. She was averaging like 40 points in the first round, this Collier trick. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely. Oh, salute to Joe Curry. Thanks. Knicks will be champs, man. Salute to Knicks will be champs, by the way. That guy's an MVP right there. I didn't even know you could gift memberships away. That's crazy. I'm about to start giving. I'm gonna gift away a membership. On the pod, make sure you're on the podcast on Monday. I'm gonna gift away a membership on the next show. I got to figure out how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I would do it now. Don't know how to do it. But this Monday show, I will give away a membership. All right. Let's see. iHeart and Noel Ben show you Mitch was replaceable. Facts. Right? And iHeart came out of nowhere. We didn't even expect iHeart to do what he did. Right? And iHeart definitely made Mitch look like bye, because let's keep it real. We know how the money works, especially if they were trying to do this Towns trade, right? I don't know if they would have did the Towns trade. I do think that not having a 5 really put the pressure on them to trade for Towns. But if they would have signed Hartenstein, Mitch was out of here. They would have probably took, let me tell you what they would have took for Mitch. They might have took 2 second-round picks for Mitch. I could see that. If you have Hartenstein secured for 4 years, you take 2 second rounds for Mitch just to get rid of that contract. Just to get that contract off your books. Now because you're playing with aprons with Hartenstein, right? You're playing with aprons. But if you get Hartenstein for 4 years, you trade Mitch, guaranteed, right? And I'm not the biggest Isaiah Hartenstein fan, but that's a fact. The Liberty lost by 2 in overtime. Yankees up 2 in the top of the 9th. Yes, Joe Curry. Bottom of the 9th now, 3-1. So we'll keep an eye on that, Joe. Jones didn't go inside to get her mismatch to work. But why? I didn't even watch the game because I'm preparing for the show. I'm halfway watching the game. So now I got to watch this game again and they lost. I hate watching games over when they lose. I really do. Liberty will win. They have to. Yankees beat Yankees are going to beat the Mutts. Oh, my God. Salute to the Yankee-Met rivalry. I'm a Yankees fan, y'all. But listen, I'm cool with the Met fans that support me. There's no beef. We don't have no beef. It's all New York City, right? I just want a champion. This is what I know. 24, 25, we need a championship. I don't care who gets it. It could be the Mutts. I don't care. We need a championship, y'all. We need a champ. I'm tired of not winning. I don't care about the Yankees' 27 championships in the past. We need this win now, y'all. Come on, man. Robinson out for the year. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Him being out to January is crazy. Hart not a starting center. I agree with you, Nick 100. I don't think Hart is that great, but he's better than Mitch because he's there. Joe says Jones started out great, then disappeared. Okay, Sam says, what's up with signing Moses Brown to Exhibit 10? It's just size, right? And you know what I think, to be honest? I think that they're going to be upgrading their two-way contracts, right? And real quickly, I jump back into research mode. Let me see if I got the window here. We go to our favorite website, right? All right, cool. So we on Sports Track. Now look. Oh, let me go to the right year. This is next year. Let me get back to 25. Cool. So look, we in 25. Now, you see these two ways right here? I got a funny feeling they're gonna upgrade REL. Don't know if it's gonna happen. Don't shoot me. Don't be mad at me. But I have a strong feeling they're gonna upgrade REL. I really believe it in my heart, mind, body, and soul. So if they do that, they could slide the Moses kid at a two-way, right? If he makes the team, or any of these other guys. It could be Chuma, right? He's on Exhibit 10. So if Chuma don't make the team, he'll be a two-way, right? Landry Shaman is an E9, and he'll likely make the team. So if Shaman makes the team, he already has like a 1 point, like maybe 2 or 3 million here. You see this number right here? Let me show you real quickly. This 3.5, he already has 1.3 to 1.2 million tied up. So instead of the 2.6, it'll be like 1.3. So you would take the 1.3 off the 3.5. That'll give them 2.2 to sign two guys. So if I'm them, I would just try to turn these two ways, right, into regular contracts. Is way cheaper. Way cheap. The cap hit. You see, this is called the cap hit. The cap hit will be way less if they do that. Just saying. So that's probably why they bought the kid there, though. You think they're going to upgrade Brown and two-way Hukporti? Well, Hukporti's already two-way. Are you saying you think they're going to upgrade Brown? You think Brown is nice like that? I don't really know much. I don't really know much about the kid. I know he bounced around. If you want, we can pull him up right quickly. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's pull him up right quick. Go to the bigger window. Let me go to Moses Brown. And you're gonna see how nice he is. All right. I know he's been in the league, so it might be more beneficial to have. He does have 5 years experience, right? So that matters. Oh, he's 7'2". Ooh, I didn't realize he was 7'2". That height, you can't ignore height. Let's see. He bounced around though. He's been all over the place, yo. It looked like he got traded every year his career too. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. He's really bounced around a lot. But let me see. Okay, so his second year in the league, he was averaging 8 and 9. Whoa, hold up, y'all. Am I reading this right? It says here in 2021, the brother played for OKC. He was averaging 8.6 and 9. And what happened after that? Why he fell off the map? Was he hurt? Do I have to do a deep dive on Moses Brown? I don't really know much about him. Oh man, he went to New York. He's a Queens kid. Okay. New York City in the building. You know how we get down. New York City stand up. So he is a Queens kid. He's only 24 years old. He's only 24 years old too. That matters. Hold on. How old is Ariel? This kid's 24 years. He has 5 years experience. Ariel is like what, 22? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This kid, I want to know what happened in his second year. He was killing. And then his numbers just dropped. Let me see. He went to Dallas. Then he went to Cleveland. Well, we know Cleveland, they got those big men over there, so he wasn't going to get no run. Then he went to the Clippers. Why he ain't getting no run with the Clippers? What do y'all think about this kid? He's a rim protector. Nanji is staying overseas. Yes, that's a fact. Nanji's not ready. I don't know. This kid Moses Brown, I mean, if he could get back to this 8 and 9 right here, man, and he's 7'2", though. Hold on. What's his 3-point percent? Is he shooting threes? Nah, he's not a 3-point shooter. So he's a traditional big man from Queens. It might be something there. I don't know. Oh, Yankees win. Salute to Joe Curry for the update. I feel better, y'all. We got the Mets. We got the the Mets, depending on where you stand. But we got 2 New York teams advancing into the ADLS finals, or the what do you call it? They're basically one series away from the World Series. So salute to the New York boys getting it done. I will be watching these games. So I mean, the Liberty is not over, y'all. I'm just saying, you lose game 1 at home. That's a bad look. It's a bad look. And didn't Minnesota beat the Liberty in the Commissioner Cup? I think Minnesota beat the Liberty in the Commissioner Cup too. That's crazy. Anyway, let me see. Knicks will be champs. Oh, Moses was waived? Damn, that's how guys get signed and waived in one day. Hold on, y'all. You serious? Because I didn't get a chance to read I'm setting up the show. Hold up. He said Moses was waived. Damn, that's crazy. Knicks will be champs. What's with the Knicks? I was at the media day, right? The fan appreciation day, right? Yeah, he was waived. Just came in. I just got the update. Yep. I just seen it. This was like a couple of hours ago. They waived the boy. But he might go to the Westchester Knicks. What are the Knicks doing? Like, I don't know what they're doing, y'all. I don't know. You know, it's like they're trying to do something, y'all, to like build this team, y'all. I don't know what they're doing. Man. HRM says Liberty choke, shaking my head, man. Yo, man. That's some sad stuff, yo. I wasn't watching the game. I'm setting up the show, making sure everything's on point. I'm looking at the score. I'm like, oh, they up 17. They gonna kill these girls. They got their big girl at 6'1". I'm thinking they gonna be fooled. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But the Yankees got the win, y'all. Yeah, she Patrick Ewing. HRM, she Patrick Ewing. Salute to HRM. You know, why am I laughing? It's not funny. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. I shouldn't be laughing. But I did think about Patrick Ewing. I remember watching it. Crazy, man. Ariel and Angie, that's the time you want to see with Sims. I think Sims might be up out of here too, y'all. I think this might be the last year of Jericho Sims. I think this is the last, especially if Ariel pans out. Yeah, I think this is the last year of Jericho Sims. Pacers ain't going nowhere. We need to be able to run. Okay. Yeah, Pacers, I ain't worried about that. Right now, honestly, I got the Pacers as maybe anywhere from 5, 6, 7, that range. I don't see the Pacers getting beyond that. It'll surprise me if they get the 5, but Milwaukee to me seems also frail. They seem a little frail to me. So I got to see. I'm giving Doc the benefit of the doubt, and I'm not underestimating nobody. But Milwaukee might slide down to 7. You know, if they come out and they slipping and tripping, right? So yeah, the East it's a lot of, because you can't ignore Orlando and Cleveland. I think that they're, possibly number 5 and number 6. Like if I really wanted to put if I had to pick teams, but Indiana, I'm not big on Indiana at all. But I'm gonna jump into this Brunson topic, y'all. Salute to y'all for rocking with me, man. We talked about a lot, man. This was a very action-packed Liberty show. Talk about the Liberty, the Knicks, Yankees, right? Even the Mets, right? No offense if you're a Met fan, don't be mad at me. This jokes. But you know what? Before I even jump in the flagship, I do want you guys, since I'm affiliated with Liz, y'all, if you guys like the hat that I'm wearing, right? If you guys like the hat that I'm wearing, hold on, let me get a link right quick. Make sure this is the right link. If you guys like the hat that I'm wearing, you can get this hat right now on Lids, right? Let me show you. Let me open this up in another browser. You can get the hat that I'm wearing on Lids because I got the freshest Knicks hat, in the community. You know how I get down. My hat game is always tight. You want to get this Knick hat, man? You could go to Lids right now, right? They got 25% off site wide. Lids, I'm telling you right now, y'all will never pay full price for a hat. Guaranteed. They got deals like damn near every day, right? And if you want to cop this hat, please use my discount link in the description of this chat if you want this hat. I also got some more hats on there. I got this hat here. This is the basic black joint, right? Right, let me make it bigger so you can see it. I got the link for this right here. If you just a basic, you just want a basic Knick hat with the logo, you can cop this too. They got this. They got a whole bunch of other hats up there, but definitely the link in the description is to this hat. If you want to buy it, it's the New York Knicks New Era Throwback Team Arch Golfer Snapback hat. Yeah, this is one of my favorite hats. I love it because it's so different. But yeah, let me get into Jalen Brunson, right? So Jalen Brunson, I need y'all. I listen. This is level-headed Knicks talk. All right, level-headed Knicks talk. Right. I was thinking yesterday. Right. This was like late night. I'm talking about like I'm a vampire. I go to bed very late. So I'm up at like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like doing my game notes. I'm writing, my game review, and I'm like, yo, Jalen Brunson could win MVP. I really believe that he has a chance. Now, I'm not saying he's the favorite. I got a list of some guys, and you guys in the chat, let me know how you feel. There may be other guys that you think are a threat for, the challenge Brunson for the MVP. But I'm saying in my mind that if everything goes the way, like if perfect synergy, like Knicks win 60+ games, right? A lot of us on this chat agree that the Knicks can win 60+ games. To me, if the Knicks can win 60+ games, Jalen Brunson will be a shoo-in for the MVP. And the reason why I say that is because you guys know there's an old media narrative that encompasses the Knicks and every single thing they need for viral reactions. Here's what I mean when I say. So, like, if the Knicks is bad, right? The Knicks suck. Yeah, they won't get the same national TV games, but I tell you what, the Knicks may not get a Christmas game, but they're going to get more national TV games than the other bad teams, just because it's New York. That we know for a fact. So because it's New York and they know that the Knicks have the most fans, they have to have a narrative about the Knicks, especially if it triggers the fan base. But it also can work in reverse. If the Knicks are winning 60 games, Brunson's averaging 30 points. That gives him an edge in voting. That would give him an edge in vote. And what we're saying, based off all the things we've been talking about, these things are possible. We're not talking about fantastical stuff here. We're talking about things that really could happen. And I am on the train. Now, hold on, y'all. Now, there's been a lot of lists, right? Everybody got lists and things like that with Jalen Brunson, right? When you look at these lists, even when you look at the video games, right? Everybody has Jalen Brunson like top 15. Some people got him top 10. Some people got him top 5, depending on what the category is. But you rarely see Brunson ranked outside of top 15 in anything, right? So this is the Bleacher Report, right? Now, I know it's Bleacher Report. They got all different types of writers that say different types of things. But I thought that this article was interesting. Now, if you want to read the full article, you can, right? I'm gonna scroll down. These are some of the guys right here that they say can be MVP. Right, this is their MVP leaderboard. They got John Morant. They got Joel Embiid, right, number 9, which is interesting because he would have been MVP last year had he didn't get hurt. Victor Wembanyama, top 8 MVP. He's somebody that you got to look at because this kid is the real deal, for real, like Holyfield. He's not fool's gold, right? Only thing is, could his body hold up? And because of the slim build, salute to all the slim brothers out there. This slim build, I think, actually gives him the advantage because, yeah, he's 7'4", but he doesn't have that weight boggling him down, right? He doesn't have all that weight. So because he's a slender 7'4", I think that his health, I don't see him having health problems. But anything can happen. When you're 7'4", you're 7'4". They got Ant-Man number 7. He's an interesting point. Tatum number 6, right? Giannis number 5. Notice how Brunson's on this list, but you hadn't seen him. They got Brunson in the top 4, y'all. Jalen Brunson number 4 on the list. Salute to Jalen Brunson making the top 4, getting some love from publications, right? I don't think Bleacher Report, I would consider them old media. But, they run with the national narrative, sensational stories too. They run with it. And they got so many different writers. One writer will write this, the other writer will write that. But they got Brunson number 4 on the list, right? Of course, the guys ahead of them is the 3-headed monster. Or like realistically, like these guys more than likely probably will be at the top list. But I'm just saying, I'm giving you a world where Brunson could win it, but like SGA, Jokic, and Luka are the favorite for everybody, right? Those 3 guys are at the top. But Brunson at number 4 to me is just very interesting, right? It's just very intriguing to me, right? Jalen Brunson, and I jump out of research mode. It's funny how 2 years of the Knicks, right? And then salute the Big Dog Talk Sports. He was getting on me on one of my TikToks, right? Because I put up there, I had a short where I was talking about how Jalen Brunson is like top 3 Knick all time. And he was like, how could Jalen Brunson be top 3, top 4 Knick all time? He only been there for 2 years. But I said, look at what he has done in 2 years. Like, he's done historic things that no Knick has ever done in just 2 years. In just 2 years. Sorry, I just got this alert. So my thing is, I'm sorry, I just got to send this quick little message. But my thing is, right, when we talk about JB, right, and all the things that he has done, listen, it's insane that coming to the Knicks, they said, oh, the Knicks made a mistake. Remember, Stephen A. Smith, all of these guys, they was getting on JB. I don't think we've ever seen a 2-year turnaround. I don't think in NBA history we've seen a guy literally come in the way JB came in out of nowhere. No one expected JB to be this good. We thought that he could be a 20-point per game scorer, right? We seen him cook. We knew he was a good player. But for him to be top 5 in MVP voting and All-Stars and All-NBAs, a lot of people didn't really see that. I can't say that I would be a liar if I told you that I saw JB doing those things, right? That just wouldn't be the truth, right? So, hold on, y'all. 2 seconds. I'll send this. Good. We back to cooking. So, I'm saying all of this to say that it's a realistic thought that JB can be MVP now that we seen the trajectory, right? And we seen Jalen Brunson do the unthinkable last year, lead us to 50 wins, unhealthy, all the injuries, right? If we go into this season just a little more healthy than we were last year, yeah, maybe OG misses time, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe these things happen. But Brunson is cooking. He ups his average to 30 points per game. Because, they like that. Oh, 30 a game, right? They love that, right? So that just looks good, right? Then they'll be like, oh, the Knicks win 60 games, right? This synergy that happens, and because it's New York City, is magnified. I think that Brunson has a real shot. Now, look, when we look at the list, right? Now, if you guys, and I'm going to look in the chat, if you guys have any other guys that you think should be in the top, let me know, right? Let me know. What do you guys think? And some of you guys are still talking about the Liberty. Sam says he got that hat. It's a golf hat, not wide brim. Yes, Sam, that's the hat is fire. I love that hat. One of my favorite hats to wear. Let's see. They're gonna give it to SGA because he's taller. His defense is better than Brunson. Yes, I was gonna get to that. I do want to say this though. What if the OKC experiment is not working? SGA, yes, he gives us his 30, his 8, his 6, whatever he averages. I can't remember his exact average. SGA is good for he's good for a 30-point game. But he's doing his thing, but his team is not performing like they did last year. It's the Western Conference. You got Minnesota, you got Dallas. You got teams emerging like Sacramento. You got the Pelicans, right? You got teams emerging out west. Nuggets, you got teams. Let's say OKC slips to the 6th spot in the West. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what if that happens? And SGA is balling, but his team is just not that good. Same thing with Luka, right? Luka, you already know, Luka's damn near triple-double. But Dallas falls off. Injuries, Kyrie, Clay. Well, we know Kyrie's injury-prone, right? Kyrie can't play 65 games, if his life depended on it. I'm sorry to put it that way. And I got love for Kyrie because he went to Duke. But at the same time, his health has been an issue. Dallas is not looking that good. Both OKC and Dallas falls in the rankings. The Knicks ascend, Dallas falls. Would that play a role in the voting? Because the narrative, he's small doing this. He's too small. Remember the narratives, right? But I'm riding with you. I think that is fair to assume SGA and Doncic will be the favorite. More than likely, SGA because, honestly, it could go either way because I do like Dallas team. For me, with Dallas is health, right? It's really health. During the regular season, how do those guys... Remember, they already lost Exum. Exum is having surgery on something. So Exum is... So, it's a lot that goes on into a season, right? And what I'm saying is Dallas and OKC, they get a tough break. So then you look at on this list, right? So you got Joker. Denver doesn't look that good. Denver is struggling. They're not playing that well, right? Jokic is damn near giving you a triple-double. Can't deny it. But the West is so tough, right? Teams emerge. Just like last year, nobody thought OKC. Raise your hands if you thought OKC and Minnesota was going to be top 3 in the West. Come on, y'all. Nobody thought that. So what if that happens again in the West? There's a shift. Remember, Sacramento the year before that was the 2nd seed or the 3rd seed? They dropped out the playoffs. I'm not saying that's going to happen to these teams. They'll be in the playoffs. We need to slow it down. But I'm just saying, the teams are not that well. Yes, Luka, Joker, Doncic, they're going to ball, but their teams is not doing what Brunson's doing in New York City, the media capital, where everybody's like, oh, my God, Jalen Brunson's the greatest. You got to add that factor to it. Same thing with Giannis. And also Giannis, I mean, he played over 65 games last year, but he got hurt going into the playoffs. Does he play 65 games? I don't know. Giannis, the way he plays the game, he plays so hard and he's very good at what he does. I still got him. Like, even though I'm saying Brunson MVP, I'm not stupid. I do think that Embiid, Giannis, and Joker to me are still the best three players in the league. If you want to debate me on that, become a channel member, get inside the Discord. We got an NBA 24/7 chat. I'm not going to debate that. This is a Knicks show, but I'm just saying, like, I'm very level-headed in what I'm saying. I'm not just a super Brunson fan that thinks Brunson's better than everybody. No, I don't believe that. I'm just saying the way it pans out, because sometimes the best player does not win the MVP. Remember Steve Nash and Kobe, perfect example. Perfect example. Let me see what you guys saying in the chat. I'm gonna move through the list. Let's see. I think Tatum was MVP last season. Nah, you think Tatum? I think honestly, yo, to be fair, SGA was the MVP. I think SGA was the MVP last year. I think because they were number 1 in the West. Denver was number 3. But when you look at the roster, none of those boys in OKC did anything. Right? They never won a championship. Don't really got no playoff experience. They all young as hell. SGA elevating that group, to me, is more impressive than Jokic with the veteran lineup. NBA champions, right? It's a little more impressive with SGA did. But I don't want to debate that. You want to debate that? Come remember, let's get in the Discord. We could talk more about that. But let me see what else you guys are saying before I cook. And then Tatum, right? Knicks 100 says Tatum. In terms of Tatum, the reason why I'm not really riding with Tatum as the MVP, I feel like Brunson deserved MVP more than Tatum. Because look at Tatum's team. Do you see how good the Celtics was? The Celtics were a really good team. And remember, KP played like 62 games. KP really got hurt in the playoffs. KP was there for a lot of the success. He had a great squad. A great squad. They went on a great run, right? I knew they were going to go on a great run, but I thought that they were going to be typical Celtics, crash and burn. The crash and burn never came, even though KP got hurt. And they really got lucky because the East was hurt and they had nobody that could exploit Al Horford. Celtics kind of lucked up with that. The Celtics can't come back with that this year, especially against these Knicks. Al Horford is not going to get it done against us. I'm sorry, he's not. It's going to be it's a whole different battle. I can't wait for October 22nd, y'all. But yeah, I don't think Tatum deserved it because I think that Celtics squad was just so damn good. I think they would have won 50 games even without Tatum. I think that's how good the Celtics were. Think about it. Let's say you take Tatum off the Celtics, right? They still got Holiday. White was balling with Brown, right? And KP, they could start whoever else they want. They could put Pitcher in there. They could put Horford in there, whoever the hell they want. That team would still win 50 games, if you ask me, without Tatum. So how do I make them MVP? Okay, so do the Knicks win 50 games without Brunson? Let's say, and I'm going to give you this. Let's say the Knicks had everybody else. Randall, OG, Jonte, and Hart. Do the Knicks win 50 games without Brunson? Good question. Let me see. I think losing KCP is big for the Nuggets. Facts, more facts. I think the Nuggets is falling off the map. And when I say falling off the map, meaning they falling out of the top 3. I don't got the Nuggets up there. Brunson going to be on the Kobe level in another year or 2. No defense. They can't stop him now, Knicks 100. This dude, Brunson, had like 17 in the first half. Brunson had the most effortless, skillful 17 points in the first half of that game that I ever seen. What's his name? The Otto Body? Hold on. What's this kid's name? The Otto Body? I'm sorry. You know I'm bad with international names, y'all. Don't butcher me, man. I'm working on my international names. Let me see if I could pronounce it. Just to give the brother some respect. This kid right here, Kolabali. He is like what, 6'7"? Kid is 6'8". He was getting cooked. Brunson was looking like Nafisha Kalia. Perfect 6'1" versus 6'8". It's crazy. Brunson, they can't guard him. But Brunson's 6'2", though. He's not 6'1". Let me see. Tatum, Tatum. I don't care about the best player. Yo, the best player on the best team, that's not an argument I believe in, y'all. I never believed in that argument. Because the reason why I say that, because if that team is really, now if you're the best player on the best team and that team is not that good without you, like Jordan's Bulls, right, in the 90s. If you take Michael Jordan off those Bulls, they're not getting to the final. We saw it. We seen what happened in 94, right? They still had a really good team, but they didn't get to the finals, right? They weren't the best team in the East. The Knicks overtook them. So I'm not buying the best player on the best team bit unless that team, right, really is not that good without the best player, right? The best player could be the MVP, but I don't think it's automatic. Because like I said, that Celtic team is winning 50 games without Tatum or Brown. Take Tatum or Brown off, they still win 50 games. Because they still going to have a starting lineup that's going to be crazy. Right? And I think the Knicks is kind of like that too, except Brunson. You can't take Brunson off of the Knicks. If Brunson's off of the Knicks, I don't think the Knicks win 50 games. Even this year. They'll be a good team. I think that if you take Brunson off the Knicks, I think they could be like a 6 seed, realistically. But, yeah, Brunson is the key. Now, you take anybody else off the Knicks team. You seen what Brunson did last year. You take anybody else off the team and see what Brunson's going to do. Brunson going to still get them to where they got to be. Brunson is that dude. That's why I'm saying, y'all, I think Brunson can get the MVP. I'm going through the list, right? We just talked about Tatum. Tatum's numbers and team, that hurts him. Tatum is only averaging, hold on, do I got it? See if I can pull it up right quick. Jason Tatum. Matter of fact, I do it like this. I'm going to jump back into research mode. I'm going to go to the official NBA website, right? Which I think is fire. I like their stat website. It's better than Basketball Reference. And my Reference is my number one site. Hold on, I'm going to go back into research mode. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is what's going to get you votes, right? This is what's going to get you votes. Let me go to, hold on, y'all. Let me go to the regular stats. Let me jump out of 20. Go to 24. We're going to go to regular season. All right, bet. All right, so this is the regular season last year, right? Brunson fourth in scoring, as you can see. Now, look. Jason Tatum, you see the 26? The 26, the 8 and 5, that's not sexy enough, y'all. You already see what SGA's doing, Giannis is doing, Luka's doing, Brunson's doing. It just looks more sexier, right? Part of it is the stats and the narrative. You already seen the narrative is working against Tatum. If Tatum doesn't get up to 30 a game and take the Celtics to 70 wins, he won't get MVP. He won't even be considered. It's sad. He might be top 5, top 6, but he's not going to be up there because his team is too damn good. And because he has so much talent, he don't got to average 30. So it takes away from his valuable, what makes him valuable in terms of being the most valuable. Now, another guy, too, that's on this list is Ant-Man, right? Now, Ant-Man, to me, he honestly is a threat, too, to win MVP. I think Ant-Man, Brunson, SGA, Doncic, one of those 4 players is winning MVP. I don't foresee anybody else, unless, now, if Embiid doesn't get hurt, I'm going to get to Embiid in a second. Embiid can do it. If Embiid plays 65 games, he can do it because when he's out there, he looks like the best player in the world. I can't front. Just not defensively. But Ant-Man in my opinion, and by the way, all the guys I said right now, they all played over 70 games. Forget 65 games. These guys play over 75 games, so they're going to have the game requirements, right? But Ant-Man without Towns, and I think here's what I think. Here's my little conspiracies. Where's Sam at? Salute to Sam. Me and Sam, we do our little conspiracies, y'all. Right? So Sam, like I would talk to my man Sam, I'm gonna say this. I think they're gonna try to, and I don't know this to be true. I think Minnesota's gonna devalue Randall, y'all. How you devalue Randall? You don't play him like that. You don't give him touches. They're not signing. Did Randall sign an extension, y'all? I'll wait. Did he sign it? Did he sign an extension? Do we know that Minnesota's trying to shed salary? Do we know that they want Ant-Man to be the star? It's two things. It's either Randall or Gobert. They can't have both of them. Somebody's getting moved, or Randall's just going to be let go. If it's not Randall. I mean, if it is Randall, he's just going to be let go, rather. So, Ant-Man might average 35 a game, y'all. I could see a world where Ant-Man just takes it up, because I'm hearing now that they might start him and Dante. And Ant-Man running the point. So Ant-Man might turn into Luka Doncic out this piece. So Ant-Man is a threat. I think those four, that's my prediction. Ant-Man, Brunson, SGA, Doncic, one of those four, you can book it, will win MVP. Now, Wemby is interesting, right? Because they had Wemby at number 8. He played 71 games. The only problem with Wemby is his team record, right? We don't really believe in the Spurs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of you guys really think the Spurs will make the playoffs? They might make the play-in, but it's like the West is deep. Like, I don't think the West is better than the East. I just think the West has more teams that are like competitors for the play-in. I think the East at the top might be better than the West at the top. I ain't gonna lie to you. At the top. But like I'm saying, like when you look at all those teams in the middle, hold on, let's go into research mode real quick. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. All these teams in the middle, I'm gonna go to standings, last year's standings, right? Hopefully this is not preseason standings. I don't even know why they even have default standings preseason. Nobody cares about preseason standings. Anyway, when you look at the West, right? Now, I got Golden State not making the playoffs. By the way, I think it's a $200, $300 bet that the Warriors are not making the playoffs with this Warrior fan, right? He's wilding. Warriors are not making the playoffs because I think Houston is always going to be competitive. I think Utah, if they use Walker Kessler the way they should, Utah is going to be interesting. Memphis got Ja Morant back. Memphis, you might move them up. And then you got the Spurs. The West really only have one team that's not doing nothing. That's the Blazers. All these other teams, Spurs, Grizzlies, Jazz, Rockets, have the opportunity. Well, I think the Grizzlies could make the playoffs, flat out. But I'm saying the Jazz, the Rockets, definitely have an opportunity to make the playing game. I got the Warriors probably even falling out of the playing game, to be honest. But all these teams, then you look at the Warriors, Sacramento, Pelicans, Lakers. The West is deep, but I don't think they're better than the East. I just think they got more teams because when you look at the East, you got the Nets. You already know the Nets is doo-doo. You got the Raptors. Doo-doo. The Hornets. Give me a break. Wizards. Come on, man. Pistons. I don't know. The Pistons got a nice little team. It's curious to see how they put it together, but you can't rely on the goddamn Pistons. So more than likely, Atlanta and Chicago, they're going to be the 9th and 10th again, right? The West is kind of different. All these teams can make noise. Now, of course, not everyone's going to make noise like that. Some of these teams, someone's going to fall off that we're not considering, right? But bringing it back to Wemby, I don't know. I'm not sure if Wemby could, get over that hump. That's a hump, y'all. When we look at the West, like that's not an easy mountain to climb. So only because of that, I don't think Wemby would be a candidate for MVP because his team is just not ready. He's not ready. But in the next 2 to 3 years, as the Spurs build their team, right? Maybe if I'm the Spurs, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm the Spurs, I'm tanking. Because you already know the league will give you number one picks. If I'm the Spurs, I'm a tank and try to get Cooper Flag. Now I got Flag with Wemby and what's the other kid they got? Is it Castle? I can't remember the kid they drafted. They drafted another good player this year. But now that's my future. That's what I'm doing. Because that's what the Nets is doing. The Nets is tanking. They trying to get Cooper Flag. But I don't think Wemby's going to do it. As far as Embiid, I talked about Embiid. I don't know if he's going to play 65 games. I have no faith in Embiid playing 65. I just saw something, too. They said that they were going to be reevaluating him. I don't know if that's a good news or bad news. That was scheduled. I don't know. But let me just double check right quick. I could have sworn I saw them say something like they're going to reevaluate him. Let's see. Yeah. It says here, I would put it on the screen, but I'm just going to read this little headline right quick. It says here, Joel Embiid undergoing schedule assessment of knee injury, head coach Nurse says. He's not here, Nurse says, right? He's at a schedule assessment at his knee, so he wasn't at the practice, right? That was always on the schedule. We're still waiting for what's next. So they don't even know what's next with Embiid, y'all. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not going to play. I'm just saying, like, I just don't see Embiid playing 65. I just don't see it. He has to show me. But I will say this. If Embiid plays 65 games, he's probably going to be the MVP. Yeah, I think he'll be the MVP. Because I think Philly, right now, rough estimate, I really believe Philly is the third best team in the East behind us and the Celtics. I trust me, I don't want to give them the light. I really don't. But I am the objective fan. So I got to always be objective, right? Let me see what you guys say in the chat before I move on. Oh, salute the Big Dog Talk Sports. I was just talking about you, brother. How you were saying I was wilding about Brunson being top 3. Oh, my God. Of course, Big Dog, he comes in to talk about Golden State. By the way, on the 20th, what's the date is that? Is that Sunday the 20th? On Sunday the 20th, I will be on Big Dog Talk Sports channel talking about just NBA predictions and stuff like that, where we see our teams, where do we see the league. So by then, I'm going to do my little analysis of the league and like really come up with like a ranking of the teams that I think is going to do what. So we're going to be talking about that and just our expectations for the upcoming season. So I'll promote the link on the channel, the community section, so you'll be able to see it. But of course, he comes out of nowhere and says this: let's not do the Golden State slander, please. Bro, you need to knock it off, bro. All I said was they not making the playoffs, bro. I got a $300 bet that they're not making the playoffs. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to come up 300, man. I don't want to see them make the playoffs. All right? And they won't make the playoffs. I'm sorry, brother. But we're going to talk more about that. If you want to see that conversation, you already know. He's a Warriors fan, so you already know that's going to be dicey. Let's see. Knicks will be chance. Warriors should try to trade for Ben Simmons. Oh, my. Yeah, hold on. Wait. Knicks will be chance. You trying to get these guys off the map. You trying to wipe Golden State off the map. I ain't mad at you. But if they do that trade, oh, heads are rolling. Everybody getting fired. Everybody getting fired. Everybody getting fired. What do you guys think? Because we're going to see him because, he's in Brooklyn, right? So what do you think Ben Simmons is going to do this year? Do you think Ben Simmons is going to really put in work like that? Let's think about it. The Nets finally realized they're trash. They finally realized it. The Nets said, you know what? We're trash. So what we're going to do, we're going to trade Mikal Bridges, get picks, get our pick back, suck really bad so we can draft Cooper Flag. That's what they're going to do. Do you think that if Ben Simmons is putting in work, they're going to let Ben Simmons ruin their plans to suck and tank? If Ben Simmons starts putting in work, he's out of there. And then maybe he needs to go to the Warriors. And then watch. I see it now. Warriors trade for Ben Simmons. 2 weeks later, Ben Simmons having season-ending back surgery. I just see it now. It's just going to be something crazy. Like, I will not. Ben Simmons has to show me. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because we never hate on players, but at the same time, I have no faith in Ben Simmons. Let me see. I don't know, man. Hornets, tough as dice. I like the Hornets, yo. That's what I was saying. Like the Hornets, my only problem with the Hornets is not their talent. I just feel like they don't really have a team. I feel like it's a collection of talent versus a team, right? Like Lonzo Ball out there gunning it, right? Sometimes they got this the other brother bringing up the ball, and I'm like, damn, ain't Lonzo the point? Ain't LaMelo the point guard? What's going on, right? And then they got like a, what they got? They got like some freelance, like it's like guys, they don't work for you. They like freelancers. That's the vibe I get from them. These guys, they come in, they put in work, they play well. You've seen what the Miller kid can do, right? You've seen what Bridges can do. But together, when you make a team out of it, they're not making the playoffs. But on any given night, they're going to give you a nice run because those guys can hoop. Don't get that twisted. Those guys definitely can hoop, but I just don't see them together putting together a cohesive unit just yet. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, if they stick with this group and they put faith in them, and maybe they can become something. But right now, I just don't see it. But yeah, they definitely got talent, though. Detroit got talent. Do you want to look at Detroit's roster? Detroit got talent, y'all. So the issue is not talent. Talent is all throughout the league. The issue is chemistry and how do you perform as a team. Are you guys a well-oiled machine, or are you guys just a bunch of individuals that's paired together in a lineup? See, that's the next level. That's what teams have to go, especially young teams. They have to go through that phase where you look at OKC, that's a team. That's not a collection of individuals. Those guys are a cohesive unit. They coach well, and they probably got top 5 general management in the league. I got OKC, the Knicks. Who else I got up there? Dallas. Hate to put them there. Dallas. Who else? Those 3 teams off the top of the head, to me, got the best front office. I might even throw Minnesota in there only because, they went to the West Finals. They got a nice little team. But yeah, I think those GMs to me are like the best GMs in basketball. Let me see. Yo, Ben Simmons looked great trading at every offseason. Oh, my mama said if you had nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Yeah, let's just stop with Ben Simmons. Hornets are assembled in the park. Facts, Sam. That's exactly what Sam, yo, that's a great point. That's exactly what I'm saying. Watching Ben miraculously be a great player again as soon as he leaves the Nets. I hope. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I don't root against nobody, man. I really do hope that he becomes a player. Let me see. Knicks will be champs. What works against Brunson winning the MVP is Cat having a monster season. Oh, yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm glad you said that. You know what? I'm going to move forward. I said Joel Embiid, the injuries, right? Ja Morant, same thing. I don't think he's going to play 65 games. He already sprained his ankle in preseason. I have no faith in him doing that. But I'm glad you gave me that segue about Towns, right? Knicks will be champs. I'm gonna say this, and by the way, give a big salute to still Knicks fans, right? Because I was a featured guest on their show a couple of weeks ago, and they did a show previously to that show, right? And I came on in and I said that because they projected that the Knicks had a heliocentric model. All heliocentric means like it's a science term, and I'm into science and stuff like that. So all it means is that you have like in the solar system, all the planets going around one star. That star, runs the offense, right? Everything runs through that star, and he's the predominant scorer on that team, right? So, and I joked and I said that, because I thought Randall would be there. The Knicks actually have a 2-star system, right? A binary star system. I joked and said, yeah, they're not a heliocentric model no more. However, them trading Julius Randle and bringing in Towns, I think Brunson is the key to Towns having the monster season. Randle is somebody who you run your offense, right? Now, he's not the most efficient guy. Like, he's not efficient. He's not the best shooter, right? He he has holes in his game. That's why, he's not a top tier player. Like Randall is like top 25 to me, but he's not a top 15 guy because of his inefficient. Like his efficiency is just not the greatest. It really isn't, right? No hate, no shade. I was one of the biggest supporter of Randall, right? I was with Nick Muse doing his thing on Twitter and trying to like give some balanced, criticism to Randall because Randall was getting a lot of heat. So I'm not even an anti-Randall guy. I'm not an anti-anybody. But at the same time, Randall would have took away from Brunson's shine. Because remember, Brunson and Randall don't even run pick and roll like that. It's kind of like Dame and Giannis. Dame and Giannis should be, I haven't watched preseason, y'all, so don't shoot me. They might be changed it up. Last year, they wasn't running no pick and roll. Giannis coming up the court, dribbling the ball like he a point guard. What do you think Dame's doing? Dame is, all right, let me go over here, stand by the elbow, let me stand by the corner and wait to see what Giannis. It's like no cohesiveness on the offense. And so, not that Randall playing his style of play is bad. It's just that now with Towns, expect to see a lot more off that screen, y'all. Pick and roll. I really do feel like they're the most dynamic pick and roll, pick and pop duo in the league. So that means a lot of what Towns doing on offense is based off of Brunson initiating the action off pick and roll, catching Towns in the popping scenario or in the diving scenario. That will be the majority of Towns touches, or if the ball swinging because the ball does move too, right? Even though Brunson dominates the ball a lot, he's not really. He doesn't clog up the momentum of the offense in terms of Brunson will pass the ball, right? Brunson, he does a great job of knowing when to get his shots. But here's the biggest key for me. Because even real quickly, I know this is preseason, and I got it right here. Hold on. Let me get it back. I got it right here, right? Even when you look at this game right here against the Wizards, right? I know it's preseason, but it's the only example I have right now. Jalen Brunson had 23 points, right? He shot 7 of 10. Towns had 7 of 20 to get 25. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because Brunson's efficiency, I'm not sure what Brunson averaged last year. Hold on, let me see if I got it right here. Brunson averaged, so this is last year, right? Brunson averaged, they only got 3-pointers made. Oh, no, they got it. So last year, Brunson averaged 21 field goal attempts. Shot 57% from the field. I don't see a world where Brunson gets less shots. Does that make sense? I don't see a world where Brunson gets less shots. In fact, I see the pace actually increasing, and there might be even an opportunity for Brunson to get more shots. And because he's going to have consistent spacing and a consistent lineup, hopefully OG doesn't get hurt, or Towns gets hurt, right? But he's going to have these guys all around him, right? Like when we talking about a solar system, and I said like the offense runs through Brunson, he's the star. He's the star in the solar system. All the other guys are the planets that go around him, right? So if he has a whole bunch of planets, a whole bunch of guys around him that can hit open threes, all that does is gives Brunson more opportunity when he shoots the ball to be more efficient in his shooting. Why? Because they can't double him. They can't blitz him. He's going to find himself in a lot more one-on-one scenarios where he's going to kill these guys because none of these guys can guard Brunson one-on-one in the league, not even Jrue Holiday. And to me, he's the best point guard defender in the league. And he can't guard Jalen Brunson, right? So I'm saying that to say that when you look at this model here, that even though Towns took 20 shots, Brunson took 10 shots, Brunson still gets his 23 in 23 minutes. So if this was the regular season, right, and Brunson had another quarter, Brunson can easily get 7 more points. That's easy. The way the offense is going to flow, it's going to be even more opportunity for Brunson, right? it's going to be more. And because the system is, I mean, it's a little scary. I'm not going to lie, right? It's a little scary because I I was looking forward to Randall taking the ball out of Brunson's hand, just so Brunson doesn't have to do everything. Even though we got scorers and Mikal can score, Mikal showed you in the mid post. Even in the low post with a mismatch, he can score. OG showed you what he can do in the mid range, right? So I'm not saying these guys are not options. What I'm saying is playmaking still feels a little heavy, reliant on Brunson for me. It really does. I know it's just preseason. We really didn't get to see all of Towns' bag, right? We didn't get to see all Mikal's bag. So I'm confident that maybe Brunson doesn't have to do everything. But when I really look at what we have, it's beginning to look like Brunson is going to be Luka Doncic. That's just how it looks to me. Luka does everything for Dallas, even with Kyrie on the floor. Kyrie will just run off in the corner, right? He might come off the ball screen, and Luka just does what he does. He's going to put you in pick and roll, try to force the mismatch, try to expose your center. He might dump it off if the roll man is there's an option for, Lively or Gafford to get the dunk. But I'm just saying that the way the system of basketball is structured on the offensive end, Brunson still has his hands on the ball a lot. Not to say he's not passing the ball. That's not my point. My greater point is that he initiates the majority of the offense. So I don't really see Brunson getting less points. He may get less shots, but I don't think there's going to also attribute to less points. Let me see. I like Cat 2526. Let me see. Dorkosaurus Rex. We already have Glaze Pori tonight, or not yet. I'm not sure what you mean by Glaze Hug Pori. If you want, I gave a nice assessment of how he played. I think that he looks like a rotational player, but will he make the team? I have no idea what Leon Rose is going to do. But we don't do the glazing over here, brother. That's the wrong channel. I'm not sure what channel you go to, but we this is level-headed Knicks talk, y'all. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss no comments. Let me see. What works against Brunson when the MVP is Cat? I talked about that. Hold on, I lost my place. If Brunson gets hurt, we'll be fine. We just built right now. Well, look, last year Brunson played 77 games. So if Brunson missed 5 games, that's not going to hurt you. Okay. All right. Here's an example of hurt, right? Let's say we actually win against the Pacers last year, right? And Brunson fractured his hand. Now you going into Boston, you don't got Brunson, you ain't got no chance in that series. You might get through the first round without Brunson, depending on who you playing. But, that's more so what I'm talking about. Like, not like, you need him 82 games. It's more so like big games or big moments or playoffs. Like, you don't want to have, of course you want your guy to be there, but without Brunson, I just don't think this team is a 60-win team for sure, but I don't think they win 50 games either. That was my only point. I'm not saying that we have to go without Brunson. I'm not saying that's going to be the case. All right? Brunson could miss the real missed the year, we still make the Yeah. I said that. I said that Knicks 100, like if Brunson misses the playoffs, if he's out, like let's say you take Brunson off the team, just take him off the team. If you get hurt, let's say Brunson's not even on the team, I still think the Knicks make the playoffs. They just won't be a top 3 seed. Losing Brunson takes 25 wins off your record. I kind of, maybe not 25, but like let's say you are a 60-win team, I could see you going to the 40s for sure. I could see them being like a 42, 43-win team without Brunson. Right? Brunson is just that much of a difference maker, and he's responsible for a lot on the offensive end. Now, defensively, you'll still be great. right? Defensively, you're not going to miss a beat. And I think the defense will, propel the Knicks to be better. But not having that unguardable guard, that's going to hurt, man. But that's what I wanted to get to. I'm glad Knicks will be champs said that because that was the next thing on my list. And then I also talked about the record. Now, I don't care about advanced stats, right, at all. But the NBA.com has, I think I had it up there earlier. Hold on. Let me go back. I think I had it here. Let me see. Let me go forward. All right, yeah. So look, these are some advanced stats, right? Now, let me just double check. Is this where I want to be? Nah, this is not where I want to be. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up real quickly. Nah, see, I got all this. Like, yo, honestly, y'all, I don't like advanced stats at all. But let me go here, cause yeah, when I go here, then I could segment it. We go to regular season, because we don't care about no preseason. All right, cool. So let's go to advanced filters. All right, PAL, and then we're gonna go to total per 100. Where is it at? All segments? No, I had it up here earlier. Hold on. Positions. I don't even know how to find the advanced stats on here. I had it up here earlier. That's weird. I was going to show you some of the stats that he was top 10. So, let me see. He was top 10 and he was top 5 in usage rate. That's what I wanted to show you because I think that his usage rate is going to go up or possibly be the same. That's what I really wanted to get into, but I'm not even going to pull up the stats because I don't really care about advanced stats. I just feel like all these stats, right? You could just make somebody that's sorry look like I'm pretty sure, right? If I go into the advanced stats, I will find a stat that will make Ben Simmons look incredible. I'm pretty sure I could find it. That's why I don't care about advanced stats. Like I really don't. To me, it doesn't really. I like the eye test more because we got traditional stats, points, rebounds, assists. To me, tells you a lot. Does it tell you everything? All right, maybe not, but all of that other this, that, and the third, a whole bunch of acronyms you don't even know what it means. To me, that's just not basketball. Like basketball is like, can you hoop, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how many points you get, how many rebounds you get. That's what you get paid for. You know what I'm saying? Like cats ain't getting paid because they got high defensive, efficiencies. Like nobody cares about. Can you put the ball in the basket, right? How well do you stop guys on defense, right? I mean, you can see guys get steals, guys get stuff. Yeah, that's just how I feel about advanced stats. But when you look at some of those stats like usage, win shares, things like that, Brunson is in the top in those categories. And I don't see him going down, right? I don't see him going down. That's the only reason why I'm going to go to the advanced stats. Let me see. We'll be to withstand injuries. Yeah, no. We can withstand injuries. I'm just saying, like Knicks with 100. I'm not saying that if Brunson misses 10 games, we're doomed. Like I'm saying, like if we didn't have him, that was the analogy, right? So I'm not sure if you're talking to somebody else in the chat, but that was my analogy, just for the reference. Yeah, no, the team is fine though. The team is fine. I'm not concerned about this team at all because Brunson is durable. He's going to play 70 games. That's not a debate. Brunson's he's gonna play. Let me see. Brunson is the number one option. And he's our point guard. Obviously, we're relying on him. Facts. And to double down on what Big Dave is saying, because Brunson is so efficient, and I think his efficiency is going to increase. It only is going to lead to more buckets because you really can't double him. Like it's going to be sad to see these guys have to defend, but Brunson going to be exposing all these guys too. All these top defensive guys, they're going to get exposed. We don't need people scoring 30. Yeah, I don't think we need people scoring 30, but if Brunson gets 30, I wouldn't be surprised. We're going to score off defense alone. Facts. Steals and rebounds and all that stuff, y'all. But, man, that's all for this show, man. I got to give a round of applause to, the Objective Fan Nation, y'all. Y'all in here rocking with me. Knick Nation. Listen, man, it's been a great show. We talked about a lot. We talked about Jalen Brunson getting the MVP. We talked about Josh Hart getting that Brandon Jennings. Salute to Josh Hart. We talked about Mitchell Robinson, his injury. And we also talked about the game from last night, man. Definitely give yourself a round of applause if you're here. As I said early on the show, we got the channel memberships popping. Salute to Joe Curry becoming a member on the channel. I really do appreciate that. Salute to Knicks will be champs. He actually gifted the membership. I didn't even know you could do that. So if you guys just tuned in, make sure you guys are here Monday. I will be gifting the membership. But also, join the membership. We got multiple packages available starting out at $4.99. You get to see, some more exclusive content. We got the parlay builders. Yes, we will be gambling and getting some bread together, y'all. The parlay builders. We'll be doing members-only live streams. All of that stuff. Also, you'll also get access to the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. And, of course, that also comes with giveaway. I forgot to mention that earlier, too. That comes with giveaways. I do spontaneous giveaways. Like next show, I'm going to give away a membership. So that's all for this show, y'all, man. And be sure to look out if I drop any content in between time. In between the meantime, this Monday we have This Week Inside the New York Knicks. And until next time, y'all, let's go Knicks.